Okay. Nick, can you hear me okay?
I got you.
Okay, and I got you as well. Greetings, Void Pilots, and welcome to our second live stream playthrough. Man, did we have an exciting month this month. We're finally live on Kickstarter. If you haven't backed yet, or you're on the fence about backing, go check that out. We've got everything, all kinds of information on the Kickstarter page. Man, we are so excited. So we were funded in the first 3 hours and 10 minutes. And then we smashed right through our 15,000 goal, unlocking the upgraded acrylics, which we'll be playing with tonight. Super excited to show you guys more of the game. We're going to go through another run. This time we're going to be doing what are those called again?
Scenarios.
The scenario. It's going to be the salvaging scenario. All right, so we'll be doing that today. But before we do that, we're going to bring in our executive producer, everyone's favorite, Nick. Hello, Nick. Please tell me your audio works this time.
Yes, the audio is working this time. It might be a little bit. Yes. Okay, this is awesome. So listen, I just want to say how thankful we are for all of our supporters. The community has just made us just so thankful and enthusiastic. The support we've received is just amazing and incredible. So if you're new to Voidpilot's Legacy, it is a solo science fiction adventure tabletop game where you command your starship and lead your crew through dangerous missions and exciting combat. And one of the great things we get to show you is how much fun a solo game gets to be. Hopefully this time, we're not going to force Alex to become a rogue right away and basically sacrifice all of his crew. So we'll see what happens in this version of the live stream today.
Yes, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We do have some pretty cool stuff to show you as well. Should we go ahead and jump into the main scene?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right, so we've got the main scene laid out here in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and explain. Nick, little Nick, are you on there? You are. Hey, little Nick, and you're right next to me. Woo! High five.
High five.
Okay, high five, and we can hear you. It's fantastic.
Yes. Okay,
everyone
can hear me this time. It's in the chat. I'm on the chats, so if you got anything to say, I'm right here for you.
Yes, please leave comments, leave chats, be interactive, help us make decisions. We love to hear from you for sure. And if you have any questions, of course, about the game, also please feel free to ask at any time. Nick will just chime in and ask me, and I will answer to you on the chat. So I'm going to start by explaining what's on the table. We did this last time on the previous live stream, but just in case you don't quite recall or you haven't seen that video yet, we have our components up here in the top. We do have our upgraded components. These are our little people, our meeples, acrylic. Those look awesome. Will they show up here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually they do.
Yeah. Okay. So they're little blue peoples. Those are awesome. So we've got those. We've got the new, we've got gold and silver acrylics. I don't know if you can see those maybe not so clearly.
Just super shiny.
Are they? Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that looks really good.
We got gold and silver there. The markers. Then we've got our blue power chips, which we have before. These are going to have the little icons on them. We haven't received those prototypes yet, but we've got those here. Then we've got our D6 dice, which we use for combat and other events. We've got our hull dice, which is actually going to be a red dice. Again, this is the older prototype black dice. And then we have our dice for marking enemy hull points. So we've got all of our components up here in the corner. Then we've got our combat decks. We've got combat for run 1 and 2. You can see that. That's what we'll be using tonight, more than likely. We'll see how fast we get through a run. We might even try a couple of multiple runs, depending on how fast we go. I realize there's light and the glare on these two. They basically say the same thing, except they've got run 3 and 6 and run 7 and 8 listed on them. Then we've got our loot deck, which is right here. That's been shuffled. And we've got our station market. So when we go to the station, we'll have the option to buy any of these 3 technologies. And as you go through the different runs, you'll be able to cycle each one of these out until you'll see multiple types of technology show up. These also have the new holographic effect, which I think, which we want to go this way.
That looks really good.
Pretty amazing. Love those. So that's the boarding drones. How does it show up over here? Not quite as cool. Things disappear a little bit, but it's looking pretty cool. So that's the boarding drones. We've got ablative plates, also in the new hollows. Oh man, so cool. We love those. And then we've got the mining laser subsystem, also in the hollows. Now, not every card in this deck has the hollows. These are mostly the some of the prototype ones that we got initially. We just happened to get lucky that they all showed up in the market on the first run. How nice. All right, then we've got our icon reference card here. I don't think I'll need that, but just in case. We've got our colony tracker card. That is also with the new effect. Let's see the holographic effect on that one. Awesome. So our colony tracker card, that allows us to track how many colonies we go to and are successful at finding work. Then we've got our stellar drive card. This is how we track our runs. Right now we're going to start on run 1, and then we rotate, flip, rotate, flip, and rotate, and flip, and rotate. That's 8 runs. So we're going to start on run 1. We're going to put our fuel cubes on there. We've got 4 to start. Then we've got our modules. We have our utilities module that allows us to slot subsystems. Then we've got basic laser module. That's our main attack, our weapon. We have our life support, where we can support up to 3 crew members, which we have on the card. We have our engines, that gives us our agility, kind of makes us harder to hit from enemy weapons. We have our shields, which allows us to absorb damage before it gets to our hull. We have our reactor module, which gives us the power we need in order to power up these different modules. And then finally, we're going to have our ship card. Now, our ship card, we're going to have chat help us choose, as long as we've got enough folks in the chat right now to do that. These are also the holo versions of the ship cards. Whoop. So these look amazing.
Super cool. I love them. Love them.
So nice. Okay, so how many folks do we have in chat, Nick?
So, funny enough, it doesn't tell me how many. So I just have to assume that they're there.
Okay. I see comments. Is comments the same thing as chat?
Click on comments and you can see all the chat. So basically right now we've got Toxic Penguin, we've got Mel.
Okay.
And I know we got some other viewers.
Her name. Okay, excellent. So interesting. Yeah, it doesn't show you individually. Okay, no worries. Well, I will go over these ship cards, like what they do, each one, the special abilities. And if you guys are in chat, please feel free to shout out which ship you would like us to fly this evening. I'll start with the Valkyrie, Nick's absolute favorite. The old Valkyrie.
Woo!
I said that last time. Woohoo! This has 12 hull points. It has 8 maximum crew, 3 weapon hard points. And the special ability is that you get to add 1 additional dice during combat. And you can use that dice to replace another dice that you rolled previously. And if you choose not to use that dice to replace one, then you get to repair 1 hull instead. So that one's quite good. Next, we have the Lynx cargo runner. This is our smuggling ship. It's got 8 hull points, 8 maximum crew, 3 weapon hard points. And its special ability is that it allows you to eject 1 illegal cargo when you are being scanned by authority. So you get rid of it right before you get scanned. Next, we have the Mule, our heavy freight, 15 hull points. This has 10 maximum crew, 2 weapon hard points. And the special ability in this one is that it carries over cargo. So anytime you have a resource card that's tapped and it becomes a secondary event, you must untap it and place it at the back of the deck. This Mule basically subverts that rule and allows you to carry that tapped resource card to the back of the deck and maintain its orientation, which is awesome. That means you can basically carry cargo all the way through different runs. Downside to it is that the enemy behavior on our enemy cards, so whenever you have an enemy and you draw the enemy card, you have to resolve its behavior. Anytime it says no combat, it is now combat, because this guy is very slow and you are a sitting target. Okay, the last one is the Talon. This is more of the balanced starter ship, essentially. It's just basically a freighter. It's got a hull points of 12. We've got a maximum crew of 8, 2 weapon hard points. And its special ability is that it allows you to basically move 1 power from any module to a subsystem directly, skipping the utilities module, and then you can go back to any module from the subsystem, which is that's super helpful if you have a lot of subsystems. Basically, subsystems help you complete events. So if you have a subsystem heavy build, it's really, really good for that. All right. All that being said,
like the more well-rounded ship too, right?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, it's a little more well-rounded. Yep, you got it. Okay. With that in mind, chat, which ship should we fly this evening? We have, again, the Valkyrie, the Lynx, the Mule, and the Talon. Please let us know.
Do you want to talk about your scenario too that you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll do that while you guys are aggregating those results. The scenario we're going to do tonight is the salvaging scenario. We're going to be salvagers. Basically, the idea is that we need to visit 3 starship graveyards in 1 turn. That means we need to have all of our salvaging events upgraded to their maximum orientation. And that can be at any run. So it's going to take a couple runs to do it, obviously. But once we complete that objective, then we would complete the scenario. We win, and we gain a special title and reward for our next playthrough. So this is going to be pretty fun. All right, I've got the event deck shuffled. I also have our new holo jump card that's going to go at the end.
Very nice. So I think we're going for the Lynx. Looks like
that's
Mel's
different.
favorite ship, and he's the one who's actually responded so far that I can see. If you're responding in chat and I'm not seeing it, I'm sorry, but you could say something in chat, and then I'll see if I can't figure out why that's happening.
Okay, excellent. All right, so for now, then we're gonna go with the Lynx. Then I think it's the first time we've played this ship before on this. Well, certainly on the live stream. Last time was a Valkyrie. So most of these we haven't played before on the stream. All right, so we're going to put our marker covering up the wanted symbol, showing that we are not currently wanted. I'm going to put the other ships back here out of the way. Okay, and then we have our event deck. All right, so Nick, I'm not sure how we should do it this time. I realize that we don't have as many folks in chat right now. More may show up here as we go. Should I just kind of play through and just move kind of quickly through, see how many runs we can get in, or do you want to take votes like we did last time? What are you thinking?
I think this time, because the previous time we did this, we did a lot of the voting. I think this time you actually play through and kind of talk about the strategies and what you're thinking about. I think it's a good time for players to kind of see like some of the strategizing that can take place in this game.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, so I'm going to take this this D20 and we're going to set it to 8 hull points. This is going to be tricky. We got to play carefully with the Lynx. So we're going to keep that in mind. All right, we're going to see what happens. So we're going to start off by looking at our event deck. Can we see this okay, Nick? That look good to you?
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so we've got our smuggling contract. We've got a standard cargo contract. And we have an Adrift life pod. Bearing in mind that scenario we chose is to upgrade all of these salvaging cards. Oh, by the way, this is a special holo card, which you'll see when we flip this. Okay, so smuggling contract, cargo contract. Now, at the moment, we cannot turn in cargo because we have not upgraded any outposts. Outposts requires at least 1 upgrade before you can start turning in cargo. However, we could use the red Qs, which would make us wanted, and that gives us more combat than we want. So we really don't want to be wanted with the Lynx right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and skip the smuggling contract. We're going to go ahead and skip the cargo contract. And then we're going to see we've got, oh gosh, a pirate transmission coming up already.
That was quick.
That was very quick. We've got a repair platform coming up. That might be helpful. And we've got the Adrift life pod. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the Adrift life pod first. We need to see a 3 or better in order to be successful on the Adrift life pod. And we got a 2. Off to a terrible start. All right, this one's super important. We need all the Adrift life pods we can get to upgrade it. So I'm going to start, oh man. Ooh, we don't have a whole lot of hull to work with. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the hull points down to 7 from 8.
And can you actually just go over the heroism mechanic real fast, just because it's such an important concept for the game?
Yes. So heroism allows me to sacrifice one of my crew members to re-roll one of my dice at any time. I could potentially sacrifice 2 crew members to change the dice face to any face of my choosing. Or I can sacrifice 1 hull point once per event to re-roll the dice 1 time. So in this case, I'm going to choose to sacrifice 1 hull point to re-roll the dice. I'm really hoping, there we go. Okay, so we got a 4. That is a success. Again, we needed a 3 or better, which you can see here in the top corner, 3 or better. By the way, this is a slightly different UI. The reason why it's different is because this was part of our holo test. So you can see the holo on the other side once we upgrade it.
So for now, the final holo cards will be holo on both sides, and so that's just the fact it's holo on one side is just because it's a prototype. That's right.
Awesome. Okay, so we did successfully complete that. Unfortunately, we don't have a queue to upgrade this. That was a failure on my part. I actually should have done the combat first to gain the queue, but we will rectify that later. Okay, so we have gained 1 alloy resource. So we just tap the card, put it to the back, and now we have an alloy resource to spend at some point throughout the game. So the next thing, we have a pirate transmission. That is a red text card, pirate transmission. saying, we'll make this quick.
Oh, you got a dice still up there on the thing. It's really...
Oh, sorry. Get that out of the way. There we go. So whenever you have a red text card come up as your primary event, you must resolve it immediately. So this is going to happen right now. And it basically says combat. So we're going to draw from our combat deck. Let's see, make sure that's on screen. Okay. We're going to draw from our combat deck. We are in run 1 as per our stellar drive. So we're going to draw 1 from our combat deck. Oh my gosh. We got a dreadnought right off the bat. That is terrifying. So to set up the combat card, let me put it up here. Let's see if I can put it over here. How's that?
That looks
okay.
Cool.
All right. So I'm going to put 3 markers. Those are the round markers at the bottom. He's got 7 hull points. He has an agility of 1, and he's got 2 shields. He does, let's see, he rolls 3 dice at a 3+ to hit us, and he does run damage. So right now he would do 1 damage per hit, since we're on run 1. And we also have our behavior check. So first we're going to do our behavior check. Let's see how we do. We got a 5, and 5 is payoff. We can discard any resource to have no combat. Okay, so we actually do have that 1 resource that we're probably not going to need for a while. This might actually be a good idea. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and spend that resource, and we'll go ahead and we'll skip this combat.
So you do take a penalty with that, right?
That's right. So in this case, if you do a payoff, it's considered a failure. So we're going to rotate the card like this. You'll notice that our legacy points have gone down. And right now, our rewards have not gone down yet. But if we do this again with this particular guy, this card, we will start to lose resources as well. And then eventually it would be game over. So we're just kind of 1 step closer to a game over condition, but we've got plenty of time on that one. So I'm not too worried about that. So I'm just going to rotate that and put it to the back of the deck.
Hey, don't forget to move the dice. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Yep. All right. How's that? All right. So obviously we can't board him since we ran away. We've got, actually we paid him off, but we've got a repair platform, and we've got an attempt to mine an adrift asteroid, as well as a cargo contract coming up. So I think what we'll do first is the attempt to mine an adrift asteroid so that we can gain the asteroid resource. We could repair that 1 hull point as well. That's the platform. And oh, can't skip past that. So we'll see what comes up after that. All right. So what we're going to do is the adrift asteroid next, and we're going to go for a 3 or better. Nice. Oh, can you guys see that? Nope.
Nope.
There we go. That was a pretty good roll.
Hey, nice rolling.
So yeah, finally. So we're going to get the 3+. So that's a success. We're going to gain that resource. And now we're going to go to our repair platform, and we're going to try to repair that 1 hull point that we spent to re-roll on the initial asteroid. Oh, sorry, this will salvage. So we're going to go ahead and spend it. So to spend a resource, you just untap the card. You do not move it from its position in the deck. You just change the orientation. You just untap it. So 90 degrees to the left, counterclockwise. Okay, so we have repaired 1 hull point. We go from 7 to an 8. And we put the repair platform to the back of the deck. We've got a cargo contract. Yeah, we've got a cargo contract, and we've got an adrift asteroid. So I'm going to skip the cargo contract again. Again, we haven't upgraded a station yet, so that doesn't help us. Now we've got an orbital platform, which requires an ore in order to upgrade it. We've got an authority transmission coming up. We're not wanted, so that's okay. It won't hurt us. Obviously, I think we should go for the adrift asteroid, gain the ore, use that to upgrade the orbital platform. And then we can start actually taking contracts. Sound good?
Yeah, totally agree. Totally.
All right, let's do that. So we're going to go for the asteroid here. Yes, a 4. Yes. Woohoo! We will take that. So we're going to, again, tap it, put it to the back. So now we have an ore as one of our resources. Now we're on the orbital platform. We are cleared to land, Captain.
Oh, hold on, before you do this, before you do that, this is one of those times we can kind of show the audience like a more potential advanced tactical maneuver. So what's a tertiary event right now that's possible?
Oh, gotcha. So it's the outpost.
Ooh, yeah. So maybe we should we should take the authority first, because the authority won't hurt us, and then we could do the outpost and potentially gain a queue, and then we could get a crew member on board and upgrade that orbital platform before it's all over.
That's a great idea. Very good. Okay, so so what Nick is saying to do is we can choose one of these two to do first. Obviously, if we choose the authority transmission, it's a red text and must be completed, because now it's the primary. However, this is only scanning for contraband. We are not carrying any contraband, and we are not wanted. So nothing happens to us. He just moves on by. So we're going to push him to the back. Then we've got this orbital platform as our primary. We have an outpost for a secondary with a tertiary of another ore. That's pretty good. So what Nick is saying to do is do the outpost first, and then we can buy a crew member at the orbital platform and then upgrade it to the orbital outpost. I think that's a great idea. So we're going to go to the find work at this outpost. We need a 3 or better.
Good luck.
Oh, that's not good. We got a 1. So we're going to regain a crew member. So we could just take a loss of 1 crew member and pretend like we did a reroll and we're successful. But basically, we could spend 2 crew members to change this to a guaranteed success. And then on the very next turn, we'll regain 1. So we'll basically have lost 1 crew member. Oh, actually, we're going to gain 1 on the colony tracker too. So we're not going to lose anybody. I think that might be the way to go. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I'm loath to sacrifice so early, but really, the other option is we just walk away, right? Right.
But you're right. There's a high turnover on this ship. It is a cargo, or is a smuggling vessel. They knew what they signed up for. All right, so I think we're gonna have to lose 2 members. Do we have any names for these guys?
Oh, I don't know if we do.
Okay,
you know what?
Should we name them?
They're pretty early, so let's go with classic Lord of the Rings, like Merry and Pippin.
Okay, I like it. So Merry and Pippin, you guys are gone, unfortunately. So they both held hands and they went upon their quest to save the. Actually, they're trying to find work at this outpost. So it's some kind of difficult task that the outpost managers have asked us to do. It was very dangerous. Potentially go into a cave with space aliens. They didn't make it back. However, they did complete their mission, and we now have a value of 6. So with a 6, that is a success. Again, we are going to take this resource, which is a Q. That's our money in the game. So we now have an ore
colony tracker too, as well.
Yes, thank you. And we're going to move our colony tracker to the first spot on it, which gives us, so you can see that, it gives us 1 crew member. After that, it'll be repairing a hull and then repeats until the 5th. And we'll go over that stuff when we get there. So we've regained a new crew member. Is this going to be Bilbo? Keeping with the theme. So we've got a new crew member hired on. He was moved. He was moved by the sacrifice of our 2 other crew members. And he decided to join us. On this journey. So now we're at an orbital platform. We've got an adrift asteroid coming up, and our tertiary is another orbital platform, which means we're going to need another ore for that. So I think we should save this ore for that outpost.
Yeah.
I think that's our best play. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and spend the Q, and we're going to gain a crew member. Okay. And then we're going to spend this ore to upgrade the orbital platform, which is to rotate it 180 degrees and put it to the back.
And now what did that give us? A new orbital platform. So that's a big deal to have upgraded that kind of early. So what do we get with that?
Okay, so we're looking at, obviously we still can hire crew for 1 Q. For 2 ore, 2 Q, and 2 alloy, we get to purchase something from the market. So mining laser, ablative plates, or boarding drones at the moment. All those are fantastic. That'll be super helpful. We can also trade in legal and illegal cargo for more queues, or we can spend 2 ore to upgrade to the next station. Quite good. Quite good. Actually, yeah, that'll allow us to start upgrading our ship. So we'll have to start thinking about which upgrade we want to do. We want to aim for. I'm thinking a blade of plates because the Lynx is pretty low on hull points at the moment.
It's a bit squishy.
It's a bit squishy. It is a bit squishy. Okay, so what we've got an adrift asteroid. We've got an orbital platform we talked about. Oh, we got another outpost. We can kind of do the same. Can we do the same thing? Oh, no. Yeah, we kind of can. Yeah, by doing
I think we should, because
first.
one of the things we don't want to do, I don't think we want to have our orbital platforms so close together in the event deck. So part of the mechanics of being like a deck management game is that sometimes you kind of move things around in a way that makes more sense to you.
Right. I agree with that. Okay, so we're going to start with the adrift asteroid. We need a 3 or better. Oh, okay, we got a 2. Again, we're going to regain a crew member and a hull point. So we're actually going to, if we're, no, wait. Okay, we'll eventually gain a hull point when we finish this outpost work.
Yeah, I think you reroll that dice.
So we could do a reroll with the hull points first. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's the only answer.
I agree. I think that's the way to go. So we are going to pull a very risky maneuver in this asteroid field. Hope we don't run into this thing. And yes. Okay, so we got the 5. Woo! All right, so we're going to go ahead and take that ore, successfully mine this asteroid. We're going to bypass the orbital platform for now. And we're going to try to find work at this outpost. We've also got an adrift life pod coming up, which means we need a queue for that. So maybe we won't hire the crew member. I think we should save it because remember our goal is to upgrade all of these adrift life pods as quickly as possible. So, okay, let's go with the finding work at the outpost. We need a 3 or better. Oh man, these dice are not playing nice.
First of all, get rid of this dice. This dice goes to dice jail.
I have to agree. Yeah,
that dice is out.
You're done. Okay, so that was a 1. Okay. Again, we're going to repair a hull. We're going to not gain a crew member potentially. We want to spend that queue on upgrading the salvage. So we could try. I think we just try the hull points.
I think so too.
Okay.
It hurts so much too because this ship is just not meant for that.
It's really not. Okay, we're down to a 6. So, oh no.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no. Do we take the loss?
Take the loss. Take the L.
Okay, so I guess we're just going to take the L. Well, man, we really need that Q. It's super important.
You can't guarantee it. You can't sacrifice 2 people. Can't.
I can guarantee you. I'll do 1. We'll do 1. Bilbo, I think, is going to go.
No, straight to dice jail. Yes. Dice jail. Get a new one. Get a better dice.
Oh, that was close. We got a 3.
So who did we sacrifice?
Bilbo.
Oh,
sacrifice Bilbo. Yeah. He was in the last outpost, and he left that outpost for a life of adventure. And at this new outpost, he thought, "Man, I know exactly how to do this. I'll do it, gentlemen." And he never came back. Really sad. So with that being said, we did gain this queue. Thank you, Bilbo, for your sacrifice. We're now at the orbital platform. Again, we're not going to use this queue for the orbital platform. We want to save it for the adrift life pod.
In fact, I would even skip the orbital platform again to try to get some space between the 2.
I have to agree with you on that. And we have a pirate transmission coming up in the tertiary, so this is not feeling so great. However, we did finish that. We are going to move up the tracker, and we do get to regain 1 hull point. So we're back to 7.
Yeah, so we got a little bit out of that.
It was okay. Yeah,
negative.
That was okay.
Not doing as good as we would hope.
I agree. Okay, so let's do the adrift life pod, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to upgrade that with the Q. So let's start with that. We need a 3 or better. Come on, dice. This one's doing okay. Gosh. Oh gosh. It's horrible. Wow, I really don't know. I mean, we have to do this. This has to get done.
You don't have to do it.
So, I mean, we need these upgraded.
Well, we don't have to do it.
It's so
You're
important.
already going to lose a crewman though if you don't. I think you got to take the whole damage now and get the reroll going.
Yes. Okay. Let's do that. We're gonna do a hull point. So yeah, we got a little too close to some of the junk floating in space, and we took a little damage.
Really shake this dice. Oh, there we go.
We got it. Yeah, really shake it up.
Yeah, really.
That's not a bad idea. I actually have a dice shaker. I should probably be using that. Okay, so we did get this. We got it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend this Q. Let me get this out of the way. We're gonna spend this Q, and we're going to upgrade the Adrift life pod. So we'll do that.
So that means we don't get the alloy, right? So
we do not get the alloy. Yep, but we are finding the coordinates for an abandoned frigate. So we will find that on our next jump. Okay, and then orbital platform. You're cleared to land, Captain. So again, we have a choice. We could do the pirate transmission first, gain a Q and an alloy and an ore. So we have one of each, which is usually good to have. Potentially for the shipyard, but I don't know if that helps I think it only helps on the upgraded shipyard.
Well, so I think the benefit here is if we do this, right, you have the potential to get back a crewman that you may have to sacrifice in this combat with the pirate. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. So we know there's not going to be any more dreadnoughts on this run. So yeah, I think you're right. All right. So we're going to go right for the pirate then. Oh, behind that is a merchant vessel, by the way, which isn't really
useful right now, but helpful.
Maybe yeah. Okay. So we're going to do the pirate transmission. So again, prepare to be boarded, he says.
Oh, have you cleared out your dice? Like, you need to clear your dice. Get some mumbo jumbo, sacrifice a chicken, something. The dice are having real problems today.
Well, the thing is that we're going to be using all the dice, so this is going to be.
I know.
It's going to be interesting. Okay, so let's go with
my pants here.
Let's see what the new. Okay, a disruptor. Actually, that's not great news. That's not great news. They're very agile. Yeah, super hard to hit, and they can do some damage. Okay, so actually in this case, on this run, we should be fine if we power the shields. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So
first roll for behavior.
Yes. Okay, let's roll for behavior.
Maybe your ones or twos will happen again.
It sure did. Oh. And 1 and 2 is a combat. So we are not escaping. We're not escaping
nice.
This disruptor. Okay, so we'll set him up. Oh, let me show you the power management first. Okay, so again, before any events, you can manage power, and at the start of each of the combat rounds, you can manage power. So in this case, managing power just means that you're going to move your power chips to any of the ship modules that you wish, and you gain benefits for each module that you power up. At the bottom of each of the modules, you'll see a number of those tokens. That is the maximum number that can be on the card. So for the weapons, you can have 3, life support 2, engines 2, shields is based on the run number, which means we can have only 1 on shields. So in this case, we're definitely going to power shields, because if you think about it, if he gets 3 hits on me, he rolls a 3d6. If he gets 3 hits on me, the most he can do is 3 damage. So if I've got 4 shields, he cannot hurt. He can't do any damage to my hull on this run. So that's what we're going to start with. We'll start with some shields for sure. Obviously, we want to blow them up as soon as possible. So we're going to put 3 into basic lasers. That's our maximum power we can put in that. And then I think it'd be a good idea to put 1 in our engines module as well for agility, just to make sure that we don't get hit, or at least try. Okay.
Yeah, and to be clear, this is a very good, a good basic setup for the earlier runs. This is not as helpful later, but we can kind of talk about that if we get that far.
Right, I agree with that. Yep, that's absolutely right. Okay, so I went ahead and put the 3 run markers on the card. I've got the hull point set up there, and I think we're ready to start.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this is not the Valkyrie. We don't get the extra dice that we so love with the Valkyrie. So we're going to start with us. We're using our basic laser. It is powered, so we can use it. We have 3d6 that we roll. We need a 2 or better for our base accuracy. His agility is 3, so we just add that 3 to the base agility, so to a base accuracy. So it's a 5 or better to hit this guy. 5 or better for a hit. Each hit does 3 damage, though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll mess him up pretty fast.
Here we go. All right, we got 1 hit. 1 hit. We got 1 6.
You put him on the screen. There you go.
Put him here. Yeah. Okay. So we got 1 hit at the moment. I think that's okay to start. Yeah, that's fine. So I think we'll just take that. Yeah. Okay, so basically the way that works is we go 1 hit, did 3 damage based on 3 power on the basic laser. I don't know if I can move that. There we go. So it's going to be 3 damage. He takes 2 of those away from his shield, so 3 minus 2. That's 1 damage gets through to the hull. So he's going to tick down from 3 to a 2, and it will be his turn next. So again, he rolls 3d6. He hits on a 2 plus our agility. I have 1 power in our engines. That gives us 1 agility. So he hits now on a 3 or better.
This is where you need to roll your 1s.
Well, he got 2 hits. He got 2 hits. So that's not a big deal since he only does 1 damage per hit. So that's only 2 damage. Our shields are powered. So our shields are actually going to give us, you can see that, our shields are going to give us 4, value 4. So we're going to completely absorb that damage. So we're going to remove one of the round markers. We can now manage power again. I'm pretty happy with the way we have our power set up. And then we get to go again. So we're going to hit, or we're going to shoot. And here we go. Ooh, that was still not great. 1 hit again. I think we're fine with that. So same thing. Yeah, whittle him down. So again, it's going to be 3 damage minus the 2 shields. 1 hull gets through. And he has 1 hull point remaining. And then it'll be his turn. He shoots back. Is that the same exact roll, but in reverse of the dice? I think it is. They didn't move at all. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. Oh, but it was a 6. So a 6 is a critical for him. All right. Let's calculate this first. So 1 damage absorbed by the shields. No big deal. However, for EMP Pulse, for each 6 rolled by the disruptor, return 1 of your power tokens to the reactor for the next combat round. So I think our engines are our least useful power at the moment. So I'm going to return our engines power back to the reactor for this next combat round. We're going to remove a round tracker cube, and we get to manage power again, except obviously that reactor, that 1 extra power token stays on the reactor module. And then we roll 3 again. Here we go. We need a... Oops. Oh, man. That just went really far away. My assistant is going to grab that for us. Thank you, assistant. Thank you. There's no way. Look at this. There's no way.
Are you kidding me?
It was the same combination. It fell off the table, and it's the same combination. How is that even a thing? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
I feel like one of your assistants are messing with you.
Yeah, these are the weighted dice. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it worked because it is destroyed. So we are successful. Now we get to choose. Do we want to board this enemy vessel? We haven't boarded anybody yet. We get to board once per run. Boarding allows us to draw 1 card from the loot deck randomly if we are successful. It's based on your number of crew. So you take 6, which is the maximum value on a D6, minus your crew, which is 2 at the moment. So we would need a 4 or better.
And if you fail?
And if we fail, we lose a crew member.
So let's not do that.
Yes. Okay. I agree. Okay.
This is important. So far through the event deck, we have actually seen 2 pirates and 1 authority. So right now, for the rest of this run, we shouldn't have any more combat.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So it's just going to be ourselves, our decisions that are going to sink. Cause us to sink or swim.
Terrible dice rolls.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they are really bad. They are really bad. Okay, so we do have our successful pirate transmissions complete. We're going to gain the Q and the alloy. Boom. And now we've got our orbital platform, and we've got our merchant vessel, and behind that we've got another outpost for work. That'll be the last one of this run. So we could hire a crew. We could hire a crew. What do you think?
I do agree with hiring a crew. I think we need to replenish our crew manifest as quickly as possible. So I'm actually I'm behind doing that. The only thing that hurts is you don't get to keep any of your extra. There's no change. So
that's right.
If we spend the pirate card, we lose both the Q and the alloy, even though there's nothing we can do with the alloy, which sucks.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna end up losing this alloy. I do agree, but we will get a crew member and we will upgrade another platform. So that's going to be really useful.
I'm not sure. Is there as much benefit to upgrade this platform right now, or to keep? I think we should keep the ore. But
the benefit is that it will give us 2 opportunities to shop on the market, depending on our ability to hold resources.
I feel like this is a classic strategy question that, my concern is that we haven't got enough resources like saved up on the ship yet. So we're if we keep spending them all, we're going to end this run with nothing.
That's left. True. That's true. And we do need to save. Well, let's see. We need an alloy by the last salvage. So an alloy, sorry, a Q. Okay, so let's hire a crew member.
Sounds
Boom.
Good.
Okay. I don't know if you want to name that crew member. That'd be nice.
Oh, we already lost Bilbo. Goodness. I guess Legolas. With that.
Okay, Legolas. Legolas has been hired from this orbital platform, and we're going to leave it behind. Bye-bye. Merchant vessel, we're going to go ahead and bypass that for now. That'll be more helpful in the later runs. Bye-bye. And we have an outpost. We have our drift life pod. We need that. And then we've got our jump coming up. So this will be the end of this run. And we're doing good on time, I believe, right?
Yeah, we might have enough time for one more run.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's work at this outpost that gives us the Q that we need in order to upgrade this last salvage sensor. You agree with that? Yeah. Okay, so we need a 3 or better. Come on. Yes, here we go. So we finally got a good roll. That's an instant win. Legolas getting the work done.
Yeah, already.
We're actually going to gain a crew member.
This is good.
No, we can't hold him.
Oh, you didn't manage power first. You left the power on the reactor.
Oh, man. Okay, so the way this works is obviously revealing new information means you cannot take back your action. The new information revealed was the dice roll. So I cannot go back and manage power before this event. I was supposed to manage the power before the event. I forgot to power life support. So when we got it already, so I'm going to gain it. We're going to spend nothing. We're just going to take it. We're going to move this down the track, which would normally gain us a crew member. But in this case, since I can only hold 3 right now on my life support module, if I had powered it, we could have held up to 5. So unfortunately, I didn't power it, so we can't hold to 5. Okay, so now we're at the Adrift life pod and the jump card. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and power that life support right now, just in case it happens again. And then we're going to try this Adrift life pod. So we need a 3 or better. Yes, we got a 4. Now we are going to spend this Q that we just gained, and we're going to upgrade our Adrift life pod to an abandoned frigate. Move that to the back, and we begin our jump. Okay, so the way the jump works is that we are spending 1 fuel from the stellar drive. So we're going to do that. Then we rotate the stellar drive card. It's now indicating run 2, the top. Then it says shuffle defeated enemies back into their decks. So we're going to take these 2 defeated enemies. They're going to go back into the run 1 and 2. Shuffle those back in. Okay, we can place any unresolved events at the back of the deck. You may replace 1 item in the station market. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with all 3 of these. Is there anything you think you'd want to see reshuffled back in?
No, I think it's okay right now. I do want to see the salvaging laser for later. It'll make a big difference in the in the game. But I think that like what you're looking at right now is probably pretty good for what we're doing.
Yeah, I guess the mining laser would be the least useful. I'll go ahead and cycle that out.
No, because we still need resources. We still need resources, so we haven't had a reason yet.
That's true. Okay. All right. We'll keep it how it is. All right. And then it says see optional event deck reshuffle. So if we wanted to, we could get rid of this ore. We could take a damage from the ship, from the hull points. We could take or lose a crew member, and then we could reshuffle the entire deck. I'm pretty happy with the current layout of it. I think that would kind of mess up our puzzling abilities. So let's leave it how it is for now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm totally with you. I think this is a good run so far. We set this up well for the next round. Oh yeah.
So the last one is place this card at the back of the event deck, and we are ready to start run number 2. So let's just jump right into it. So again, smuggling contract, cargo contract. We do have an upgraded station. We can make some queues on this. You can see we can make up to 3 queues with the illegal contract and 2 with the legal cargo. We are in the links. We do know that the authority is going to show up.
So but the station will be before it. So and we have the ability to jettison the cargo. So discrete.
That's true. Jettison. I don't actually remember if it was before, but you're right. We can jettison if we have to. So I'm going to take it. We're going to take it.
Are you doubting my memory?
No, never.
Oh, you actually should. I can't remember anything anymore.
Well, I guess we should peek ahead. So we've got a cargo contract. We've got the drift life pod, pirate transmission. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of. All right, so that's okay. We don't care about pirates. Okay, so I'm going to take a regular contract too because this is just queues.
Take them. Take
fantastic. This we need. Drift life pod we need. We do have the pirate transmission, and then behind that is an adrift asteroid. So that's ore and queue. We can only have 1 more resource card, by the way. We can have a maximum of 4 resource cards tapped. It can have as many resources as are shown on the cards, but only 4 resource cards tapped. So we're coming up to a limit. We're going to have to be careful about what we take here.
So actually, the one option here is to take the pirate first, and then if we win, you could always use it to upgrade the life pod.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that because now you could spend the illegal queues, but it would make us wanted. And again, we don't want to be wanted in the links. So
no, those dice rolls do not support that the rogue life.
Yeah, I agree. So
we're going to go, my friend.
We're going to go with the pirate transmission. And we're going to draw from our combat deck. It's a gunship. The gunship, he has cargo seekers. For each 6 rolled by the gunship, oh no, discard 1 legal or illegal cargo. This guy could completely ruin our plans, getting rid of everything we're carrying. That would be sad.
Well, we got to check for behavior first. We might get lucky. We might be able to escape this guy.
Let's see what we get. We got a 3. We can pay him off. This is the guy that we already paid off before. This is the same, same faction of pirate. So I think we should fight him as well. Yeah. Okay. Especially at this run, it's not as dangerous. I hope everything will be fine. All right. I'm going to put the hull points on there. I'm going to put the 3 round trackers on there, and we're looking at 2 agility for this guy. He hits on a 2+, and he does 2 damage per hit, so he can do 6 damage maximum. If we have 2 power on our shields, we will be able to absorb all of that. And at the moment, we don't need the power on life support. So I think I'm going to move that power to shields. This will allow us to absorb his maximum damage. So at the very least, it'll be kind of a battle of attrition, where we need to knock him down before the end of 4 runs, 4 combat rounds. Would you agree? Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to shoot first. Again, using our basic laser, we need a 2+2. We need a 4 or better to hit him. Oh! Did you see
1, 6, a 5, and a yes.
Oh man, that was awesome. That would have been really good against the disruptor. Okay, so we did 3 times 3, which would be 9 damage. 2 absorbed by the hull. That's 7 coming through. He is instantly destroyed. That was awesome.
One shot. Alpha strike.
Beautiful. Do we want to board him? We have 3 crew members. We need 3 or better. That's pretty good odds to potentially gain some type of resource and or recover a hull point, which we also need. I think we should board him. do you think?
You know what? Just for the sake of the stream, we should. I think if I was playing this one out myself, I would say no. My dice rolls so far, or your dice rolls have been terrible. But I think in this case, go for it.
Okay, I have to agree with you on the dice rolls. We're gonna do it anyway. Get in there, gentlemen. Get in there. Let's see what we can find. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you were so right. Wow. You know what? We're just gonna take. I think we should take the loss.
Oh yeah, walk away from this one. There's nothing. Right. Actually, that's not true. You could do the hull points. You could take the hull points and just try reroll. Just the heck of it.
5 though. Oh, that's brutal.
That is real painful.
All right. We'll do one hull. Well, actually, did I use it in combat? No, I didn't. Okay. So if I use it in combat, it's still one event. So it's just the pirate transmission event. So I wouldn't be able to do it if I use it in combat. I didn't, however, so we can use it. Here we go. Down to 5 hull points. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Are you gonna get new dice? Or are you gonna use the same? Oh, you use the same.
Oh man, I should have got new dice. But it's okay. We did it. We got a 3.
Oh, so close.
Successful boarding. Everybody made it back alive. They're back into the docking port. And we have a new technology to bring back with us. It is orbital probes subsystem. So this will allow us to complete jobs at outposts easier, which is always useful because the colony tracker is so helpful. I think we take it.
Yeah,
I mean, we have so much.
Install that bad boy, and let's get that thing powered up actually as quickly as possible because I think we have a outpost coming up.
I think you're right. So I went ahead and slotted that into the utilities module. In order to power that, I need to move power from any other module to the utilities module and then to the subsystem. Okay, so let's take a look at what's coming up. So we just completed the pirate transmission.
We did win the combat.
What's that? Oh, yeah, we did board him. So let's put a boarded marker on the bottom corner. And then we will gain that resource. So we've got, wow, look at all those queues. That is phenomenal. We have an Adrift life pod, an Adrift asteroid, and the repair platform coming up. That's not terrible. I'm thinking we definitely need to upgrade, obviously, the Drift Life Pod. It's going to take a queue to upgrade. We have the queue to upgrade. That was the whole plan.
Yep.
I say we do that first, yeah?
Yeah, go for it. I agree.
Okay. So we're going to do the Adrift Life Pod. We need a 3 or better. 3 or better. Oh, gosh, it fell off. Should we count it? I don't think we're going to count it. We're going to re-roll it because it fell off the table. Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll take that. That's a 5. Okay. All right. So we'll spend this queue that we just gained. And we will... Let's see. We're going to upgrade this Adrift Life Pod into an abandoned frigate. I believe we have all 3 upgraded now. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think we do, actually. Right.
We did. We're well on our way. Okay, so now we have an Adrift asteroid coming up. We have a repair platform, and we have another cargo contract. I'd love to know when those orbital stations are coming up. I'm a little nervous. I think we can repair. We can use all this ore to repair, or we don't want to go illegal, right? So
no,
I say we just do another asteroid and use 2 of them to repair.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea. I think we're kind of in dire straits with the ship, so.
Okay. Yeah, we're at 5. Yeah, that's not so great. All right, here we go. We are going to attempt to mine an Adrift asteroid. We did it. Thank goodness. We're not going to upgrade this one. Woohoo! And we're going to go ahead and gain that as well. We're going to go to the repair platform. Again, we have the cargo contract. Let's just see what's coming. Oh, another Adrift asteroid. Okay, that's not terrible. We're going to spend definitely this one. I see it coming up. And if it came up to the top, secondary event, we would have to discard it, which would be terrible. So let's definitely spend that right now. So we got 1 and 2. We just repaired 2 hull points. We're back up to 7. And then our repair platform, we're not going to spend a queue to upgrade it, although I would love to go illegal to do that. It's just you can't do that with the links. It's not a good idea. So we're going to move on. Cargo contract. Ooh, if the station's coming up, I would love to take that. Let's see what's coming.
I actually recommend keeping that one in the deck because it does take an extra run to like reset your contracts. So it's better to have them staggered.
Oh, that's true. That's a great point. Okay, let's skip this cargo contract then, and now we got the adrift asteroid. We've got our authority transmission, which we're gonna have to get rid of this. Yeah, see, it didn't come first.
Oh,
You were
right.
wrong. Your memory was wrong, sir.
I told you don't trust me.
And then there's an outpost coming up after that. Oh, we need to start thinking about powering up the orbital probes as that comes closer. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's do the adrift asteroid first. Just get that out of the way. Eject this, skip him, and then find work.
Yeah.
Then we could probably go illegal at that point, but I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, so let's go with the adrift.
The ship isn't strong enough yet.
Yeah, I have to agree. All right, adrift asteroid coming up. Let's see. Oh gosh, that wasn't great. That wasn't great. We have a lot of. We're actually doing okay. We have 3 crew members, so we're doing pretty good there, and we have 7 hull points. So we're actually doing fine. I'm going to sacrifice a hull point down to 6. So we are going to run into this asteroid as we attempt to mine it. And we did break off a chunk. So
Nice.
that is excellent. We'll take that. We're not spending anything to upgrade it. Okay, here we go. Now, the link shines. So we've got the authority transmission. He says, if you have a red cargo in your hold, you are going to go through combat. And there's no behavior roll. You just go straight to combat. However, and you become wanted on top of that. With the links, we can eject this and then just skip the authority. So I think we're going to do that. All right, so we're ejecting that. We see him coming. He comes up, scans this, doesn't find anything. He moves on, and we're good.
We did you power the utility slot?
Oh god! Oh god! Oh, we even talked about it. I was just skipping through those. So we'll go. Well, I didn't reveal any new information, so I can still do it for the authority transmission. So we'll just we'll take it on that turn. So we did it once on the one before, this one, and now we're on this outpost. So we could do it during the outpost. Does that make sense? So once was from the authority, once was for the outpost. I didn't look at the tertiary. If I looked at the tertiary event, I would consider that revealing new information. But since I didn't, we didn't reveal any new information, so you can go back and you'll be okay. The rules of solo play.
Be kind.
So be kind to yourself.
Even when you don't deserve it.
Trust me, this game, you need it. You need it sometimes. Okay, so now I am looking at the third a bit of information here. It's an adrift asteroid coming up, orbital outpost, and a colony. So we are powered up with our orbital probes. Okay. We have an ore and a Q. We won't be able to shop at the market. We don't have enough ore. Oh, we will have enough ore to upgrade the outpost, actually, if we skip the orbital outpost.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we should definitely do that. I think what I would do is I would take this orbital outpost and use all that stuff to upgrade the next one that's coming up pretty quick.
It's only going to be 1 ore to upgrade it. We may have more asteroids coming up. We may even have an extra one left over.
Let's see what happens. Let's go to the outpost first. We'll make a decision when we see the next tertiary.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so we're going to do the outpost first. Again, we have the orbital probes that allows our accuracy to be 1 less. So we need 2 or better to be successful at this outpost. Now we get the 6.
Finally.
Now we get the 6. Nice. Okay, so that was a success. We're not spending any Qs to upgrade it. We're just going to take the Q.
And don't forget the colony tracker.
And the colony, thank you. So I am so excited. So we repaired a hull point. We're up to 7.
And don't forget to pull the power off of the orbital probes, unless you want to.
Yes, let's do that. Let's double check. Oh, we do have one coming up, so maybe we'll leave it there.
We'll keep it there.
Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, orbital outpost. So we have a choice. Let's get the second adrift asteroid. Let's do that first. That way we have 2.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. We have 3 or better. Nice. We got a 5.
Nice.
We're not going to see. We could upgrade this with the Q, but no, we're not going to do that. We're going to take this one. All right, now. Ooh, okay. So I think we should save the Q to upgrade the outpost. Oh, we got an abandoned frigate. It needs 2 Q.
Well, you're going to have 2 Q from the cargo. You turn that in.
Oh yes, you're right. Perfect. You're right. Okay, so. Let's do that then, yeah? So let's turn in the cargo contract. The way this works, cargo contract, is that you just keep it where it is in the deck, and you just rotate it 180 degrees. So it's already tapped. You just rotate it 180 degrees, and all of a sudden, you have nice, juicy Qs in your cargo bay. So got 2 more Qs in our cargo bay. Then we will spend our 2 ore to upgrade the orbital outpost once more. So we'll spend those. Now we got 3 Qs, and we've got, this is actually going to be a flip. And now we're going to have an orbital station on the next one. That allows us to clear wanted status with 4 alloys and everything else that we could do before. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, that'll set us up nice for later.
That's going to be great for the links. Okay, so we're going to put that back here. Now we've got this orbital outpost. We got the abandoned frigate. We need 2 Qs, which we're going to have. We also have a Q. We can upgrade this outpost. And then we've got a pirate transmission, which gives us a Q and an alloy. Yeah, this looks really good. So let's just upgrade everything from here on out. So we'll just go with the outpost first. We need a 3 or better. Boom, we got it. It's awesome. We're going to spend this Q. We're going to upgrade this outpost. We're going to find a settlement on the next one. And now we've got our abandoned frigate. We've got our pirate transmission, and then we've got an orbital platform behind that. That's the one we were not really worried about. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sweet. So we're going to go with, let's see, we're at 1:07. Assistant, would you mind checking up here to check the battery? Oh, we're 16%. Okay, so at some point we might have to change the battery on that before it gets crazy. Let's say like 6 minutes. Okay, let's go with abandoned frigate. We need a 4 or better. Okay, bear in mind, this is harder than it was. It required a 3 or better before. Now it requires a 4 or better. It's a more dangerous operation. So we didn't get it. So what are we thinking? Probably going to be hull points first. I think we should always...
Yeah, definitely hull points first. I don't want to lose crew.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. So we'll go down to 6. We're going to go for a reroll. 4 or better. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Just take
we need this.
The loss.
We need these to be upgraded for our win condition.
I know, but we're not gonna
make it. We lose a crew member regardless if we don't do anything.
Yeah, I would say. Well, the problem is you could end up with 2 dead crew members because if you spend 1 now and you roll again and you roll like you have been.
Yeah, we could spend 2 and change and be a success for sure, but we'll be down 1 more than we would be.
Then we'll be 1 crew member away from losing the game.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll take the loss. So moving on. Now we're in combat.
Don't forget to sacrifice that you lose a crew member.
Thank you. Yep. Oh man, he went out there to salvage that abandoned frigate, and he never made it back. Those plasma cutters are super dangerous in 0 gravity.
Oh, Legolas.
Oh, Legolas. Okay, so pirate transmission. We're going to draw. We're on run 2, so we're going to draw. Oh, an interceptor. Those are fast as well. This is an agility of 3. We're going to put power round markers.
Your power management is terrible.
I have to agree with you. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'll get that in a minute. Let's check its behavior first. Maybe it's not so bad.
This could be okay.
3 payoff. No, I don't think I want to pay him off.
I think you got to go for it. Got to kill him.
Yeah, let's kill him. Okay, so that's set up. Power management. We got to move 1 to utilities. I totally forgot to move that. Shields. Okay, so he can do 2 times 3 maximum. So he can do 6 damage max. If he gets through 3 times, he could kill us. He could kill us with our shields currently as it is. So maybe we move 1 from basic laser to shields for now.
Yeah, turtle up.
And let's turtle up a little bit, and then next round we'll have basic laser power. So this guy, he uses energy web. For each 6 rolled by the interceptor, suffer -1 agility during the next combat round. So we don't really care too much about agility right now. That would be really bad in later runs when you can't turtle up as much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start combat. Okay, we go first. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. We need a 5 or better to hit him. We did get 1 hit. It's kind of the same story as before, but only doing 2 damage. That's absorbed, but it's not good. This won't work. if we want to do any damage, we've got to do something more. Honestly, though, I think we just have to take the loss on that one. We don't really want to sacrifice crew member or hull for the first round of combat.
Yeah.
You agree? What do you think?
Oh no, I just take it and move on.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take the loss. All right, so he absorbs that completely. It's his turn. He rolls 3. He needs to get. Oh, that was nice. He needs to get. Oh, still 2 or better though. They don't have any agility, so he does get 1 hit. That's only 2 damage. So we absorb that in our shields, and nothing is done to us. So we're just kind of pew-pewing at each other. We get rid of 1 of our round marker cubes. I can then move this utilities power to basic laser. That's fantastic. Hopefully that'll be better. I'm going to switch dice. I wasn't loving those dice rolls. Here we go. We need again. Oh, that's even worse. Even worse. No hits at all. We need a 5 or 6 to hit. I guess we take the loss on that one. These interceptors are tough. They're tough to hit.
Yeah, they are pretty quick.
They're very quick. Okay, so he's going to have to hit us with a 2 or better. And he gets us all 3 times. So that's going to be 6 damage. Oh, sorry. Can you see that? It's going to be 6 damage. 6 damage is absorbed by our shields. We're okay. We are turtled up, so we don't take anything to the hull on that one. Remove the combat round marker. I'm pretty happy with our power management. We get to go again. Again, we need a 5 or better to hit him. We're running out. Oh my gosh, we're running out of rounds to do this.
We're gonna lose.
This is bad. He absorbs it again. It's his turn. He shoots back. He gets all 3 hits. We absorb that, thankfully. And then it's the last round. So this, I mean, unless we get 3 hits, that would be 9 damage.
We're going to take this loss.
We could finish him in 3 hits. Oh my gosh, that is not the way to do it.
Wow.
Wow, that was really bad. Okay, he gets his parting shots. And he got 1 hit left. Wow, we were both hit, like rolling terrible. He gets 1 more hit. It gets absorbed, and it is a draw. The weakest member of the 2 of us escapes. One of us initiates an escape. We cannot board it. Obviously, this is considered a fail. So for the pirate transmission here, it's going to be rotated 180 degrees and placed to the back of the deck. That was painful.
That good for us.
That was painful. All right, we have an orbital platform. We've got a merchant vessel, and we've got finding work at an outpost. I'm going to start moving power to the orbital probes. What do you think? We have 2 crew members. I'm thinking just leave the platform alone.
No, actually, I would take the opportunity now to get 2 crew members on board the ship. If we were to keep playing, definitely
that's worthwhile. True. Okay, I'll move 1 from basic laser to life support. One of the things to be careful of is as combat gets harder, if you are carrying more crew, it eats up more of your power. So eventually you get that power locked into life support. You can't move it, and then it's most people die.
Until you sacrifice them. But
yeah, so just be careful about carrying more than 3 crew. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hire 2. So we're going to spend that. We're going to hire 2 more crew members.
Yep.
Boom, boom. And then that's it for the little platform. We're not going to do the merchant vessel for now. We have nothing to trade. And now we're at the outpost. I'm going to move orbital probes. We've got abandoned frigate and our final jump. Yeah. Okay, so let's go with finding work at the outpost. We need a 3 or better. Oh, okay.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Just walk away. Yeah, you're probably right, because we can't even do anything with the queue, unfortunately.
No. It's not in the next 2 cards, so.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we'll move on. Last one, abandoned frigate. We would like to get 2 alloys. That's actually pretty. Oh my gosh. These dice belong in dice jail. I'm going to try it one more time because why not? We're about to jump anyway. So here we go. What? What? Wow. Okay, we're going to need to do an analysis on the dice rolls of this live stream because I think
we're terrible. Yeah, you
well below average.
Like this before.
Well below average. Okay. Anyway, we're moving on. We lost a crew member for that, by the way. Abandoned frigate. He went out there to. Man, that frigate is very dangerous. We were losing crew members left and right.
You even named that guy.
These frigates. Oh man. Yeah, he was an unnamed red shirt, standard red shirt. Okay, and that's it. So now we've reached our last jump. We would remove fuel. We would rotate, actually flip the card in this case to go to run 3. we would do all of our standard cleanup, shuffle our defeated enemies back into their decks. We would place any unresolved events at the back of the deck, replace any items in the market we want. And then if we wanted to, we could reshuffle the whole deck at this point since we have no resources anyway. But we would take a damage and lose a crew member to do that. We're not going to do that. And then this goes to the back of the deck, and we would start run 3.
Yep. So that was pretty. That was a pretty good. It was good to get in 2 good runs in there. We did go over the strategy and tactics, which is higher level stuff than we did in the last stream, which I think is really good.
That's true.
For hopefully everybody here is already supporting us. As you know, Voidpilot's Legacy is on Kickstarter right now. It will be in a campaign that is running until October 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we greatly appreciate all the support that we receive. I hope that this was super helpful and useful. Alex, as always, fantastic game, great gameplay, terrible dice rolls. We need to burn all those dice and never use them again.
I think maybe next time you should roll the dice. You can be the dice rolling co-pilot because I agree. These dice are going in the trash after the session. No doubt about it.
All right, well, that was a lot of fun. I think that
was fun.
I think that's our time.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for coming with us, for joining us again on this whole journey. Fantastic as always. Seeing you guys, and keep an eye on the campaign. Share with your friends. Remember, every time we hit a new stretch goal, more free stuff gets unlocked. So we just want to keep going and going and going. So thank you so much again for all your support. Thank you for being here tonight with us, and we will catch you in the void. And here we go.